Hi, it's me. I'm your nosy neighbor lady. This your nosy neighbor lady show. This month, the ladies voted on bullying, specifically black women bullying other black women, and ways black women hurt other black women, and these are usually in the context around black people or in Blackistan, which is a place where nobody gets out unscathed. If you get out alive, you're gonna lose something in your life. You're gonna have a lot of tragic stories. You're gonna have a lot of trauma and drama if you escape and actually do get out and get away. But right now on this video, I wanted to focus on black women bullying, looks, hair, outfits, nails. When we think about bullying, often we think about children. We were all black girls and nieces and daughters at one time. And we see it go over and roll over into adulthood, even to bonnet and not to bonnet, whether you're for bonnets or against bonnets. This is a bullying tactic or a shaming tactic where other black women are saying your hairstyle is not good enough or you should wear your hair like XYZ. When we see black women bullying each other, oh, her lace is lifting up. You know, black women have such a root in them of hatred for themselves. Of course, we're not going to place full blame on black women. This is because black men don't like our hair. Black men don't like our skin. But when we get into subjects like texturism and colorism, those are black terms for black people, and we just want other groups of people to care. Those were created in Blackistan, and those are manipulation tactics for black women who are not traditionally beautiful in the black community, or considered beautiful in the black community, which is usually light skin, but now we see light skins losing their spot because now biracial and white women are bullies. But even with looks, right now, even with this colorism or dark skinned girl praise or dark skinned girl happiness or this dark skinned girl beauty, we have a lot of light skinned women who are discounting that it even exists. We have light skinned women who avoid the topic, period. We have light skinned women who won't even try to see darker skinned women points of view as always being picked or always being more beautiful. I knew light-skinned girls who were ugly, but just because they were light-skinned, boys liked them or men liked them, and are extremely fat or overweight as a child, as an adult. But they I didn't, as a child I didn't see it more as much, but they did get away with more. I knew a girl in school, she was fat and light skinned, and I remember, oh my gosh, she would do this and do that, but when I would do it, I would get punished, you know, just thinking back. But just to continuously lower other black women's self-esteem, because our self-esteem was lowered by our mothers and grandmothers. Fathers weren't there, but we were definitely bullied by brothers and cousins and uncles, because I was attacked by brothers, cousins, uncles. You know, I grew up around a lot of boys, as I always say, and I always had to defend myself, so it made me be funny because they always crack jokes on me, so I always wanted to crack jokes back. But I'm happy that I had enough self-esteem to know that I could say something back, because I know a lot of women in a lot of households, y'all don't say nothing back. And I remember growing up and just in my early 20s and just being a young kid, oh, don't say that, and oh, you can't say that. That's just a man, girl. I could say what I want to this man. That's a man, girl. He said this, but that was cool. But when I say something back, that's black women bullying each other into silencing your voice or silencing your story or telling you can't say what you want to say. That's a bullying of sorts. A shame and gaslighting, or making you wrong or question yourself. A way to keep you under the control in Blackistan. I'm just a ghettoologist, hoodologist, trapologist, went to a few colleges. I'm certified, qualified, bona fide, but not really certified. But this is as I see it. And I don't claim to be perfect. Like this video if you can. But often picked on for your looks and not being in the in crowd. But see, I also remember a time when dark-skinned women were treated as conceited. A lot of times you will meet people, well, me being dark skinned, or maybe it's a time I don't remember, or y'all never talk to other girls or never talk to guys, but people used to call dark skinned girls conceited because they were kind of untouchable. And you know, they called lighter skinned girls loose because, in fact, I believe that they were looser. I do believe that they accommodate and care for men in other ways, where darker skinned girls really didn't give a fuck. As where they say darker girls are aggressive. I do believe we do have some type of forthrightness or bluntness or a not give a fuckness about us. Maybe because we had to be who we are and get things done anyway. I'm not saying light-skinned girls didn't, because light-skinned girls did too as well. But that promiscuity and light-skinned and young light-skinned women willing to conform more is why I think they get married more, actually. Of course, it got something to do with the looks, but I think with us on this show, we know light-skinned girls are more likely to be molested, and we know a lot of times that, of course, in Blackistan, no rape or molestation goes reported because it sweep everything under the rug, which also is another bullying tactic. I know that didn't happen to you, girl, or I don't believe you, or you lying. Yes. So we're talking about colorism in versus to bully, as it relates to looks. And these women are more promiscuous, are more able to see a man's point of view, are more able to accommodate a man because they've been accommodating men all their life, and that's not their fault. And say that, okay? Any person who is a victim, we all don't heal. We all heal by self-medicating. We heal through promiscuity. We heal with eating addictions and shopping addictions and sex addictions and alcoholism and drug addictions, whether people want to believe it or not. But it's just like, for black women, looks and beauty, and is she beautiful or is she not? Black women, I remember one of the flyest girls in my high school, her name was Keisha. She was dark skinned. She was one of the prettiest girls in our school, and when she walked, it was really like a fan was blowing on her. And I remember I was in the 10th grade and she said hi to me, and I was like, wow, I must be somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I remember that time, you know. But it's just, even with the looks, where a girl might not like another girl because she's pretty and get more attention from a man in Blackistan, or get more numbers, or pull more niggas. You know what I'm saying? We cursing this show 18 and older. You know, back in the day, you got numbers and you pulled niggas, you know. Now y'all do Instagram and social media, or y'all just don't talk to nobody, which I think is a real thing, just because y'all was raised with computers and iPhones and text messages, all these different things. But it's just that, even how, thinking about on the playground and looks and stuff, I always got bad, you know, thinking about girls who had younger moms, and they will always have the most fashionable stuff and the most this stuff and the most new hairdo. Like, my mom was older, so I didn't have the I still had some name brand stuff, and I still was always clean and had stuff, but it wasn't like the up to date, or if it was up to date, it was boy stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I remember even thinking about bullying looks, and my grandma passed away, and I know she happier now, and I'm glad she passed away, because for our family, I wouldn't want to see what's going on. But she would always, why you wearing that dress? That skirt too short. That skirt too short. But I always liked skirts, and I always liked dresses. The more I came into my womanhood. Well, that's a bullying me about how I'm wearing my outfits. Even my grandma, oh, that hair, don't take all that hair. Bullying about my look. That's my grandma. I love my grandma. She don't know better. She just know what's been done to her and what she was taught. And my grandma's still black. So, you know, bullying you into, even how when you think about you go out with a girl, what you wearing, or how people wear the same outfits, or even me, I never cared what people was wearing, because I was wearing what I was wearing anyway. Well, you should wear this, and I might lie and say, oh, I'll wear it, and then I still wore what I wanted to wear, because I didn't want to look like nobody, because I was always a thicker build, and I knew what looked good on me, and I wanted to look good. I didn't want to look like somebody else and somebody comparing me to what somebody else got on. And then often with looks going out, they see you look cuter, now they don't want to go. You look cuter than them, or they feel insecure. I ain't know he's dressing up. Well, ma'am, you know me all the time. You've been knowing me a while now, baby. Every time I go out, I shop. I show out. So black women bullying and looks is always to lower your self-esteem, because their self-esteem is low. Our self-esteem is low. I don't suffer with low self-esteem in that aspect. Pieces of me broken for fuck the sure. Okay, but as far as comparing my looks or to another woman, I learned to like myself and love myself a long time ago, because I never was a traditional beauty. I never was nobody picked first for liking, or even in gym. You know what I'm saying? So I got used to it a long time ago that I didn't fit in nowhere. I always had friends. I always had people I talked to. I always had somebody liked me, but I knew that I wasn't the same, and I was okay with that, and I explored that, and I accepted myself for that. So I was able to be an individual around people. I was able to be myself around people. But black women bullying, it's the every time we get online, we got to talk about Chloe hair or summer hair, like. But black women, that's all we have. And really, black women hair, nails, and weaves is manosphere talking points at this point. If you talking about it, just say you suck black dick on the weekend. And nothing wrong to say you suck it for free. Say you suck it for free. Let's put the free on it. Because whatever y'all do with y'all mouth, y'all business at this point on this channel. But just say you do it for free, okay? Don't make people look bad. Don't make the sex workers look bad now. The sex workers don't even fuck with them. But that's a black male talking point. And even with so many black women not having quality relationships, it's because we all got hurt by another black woman, which might have been your mom first, might have been your grandma first, might have been your aunt first, might have been your sister first, might have been your friend at school first. But black women are definitely bullies, and it's a definite gaslighting tactic to keep your self-esteem low, whether it was in the past or whether it's happening currently. So throughout this month, we definitely will be exploring bullying in the workplace. Bullying, whatever I can think about it, how black women do it in ways we do it, because we do it. I do it. You know what I'm saying? So even how you have to check people when they go too far on you, or oh, you wearing that, or oh, you look like a. Even today I had on something, matter of fact, it was on my last live with the pink, that didn't look whore or thotty or anything. But this one guy, he's a gay guy, which he's cool, you know what I'm saying? He's a black guy, you know. Y'all know he ain't straight. But anyway, happy Pride Month. But he was like, oh, you just trying to do this or that or the other. And some of the sort, and like I told him, if I was doing this or that and the other, I wouldn't need this job. And we laughed, you know. But it's still a way to shun and shame you, instead of saying you look really pretty today, or where did you get that outfit? You know what I'm saying? It's a way to keep you under Blackistan thumb and under Blackistan rule, and keep your mind warped and fucked up. That's why if we ever was really, that's why some black women can't take the truth and the honesty, because if you really dug too deep, your fucking mind will crack. You'll be ready to explode. You'll realize that you have no real true love, no real true family members, no real future, unless you get out of Blackistan, or at least get Blackistan out your mind first. Even how they tell y'all with looks, bullying your looks. You too dark to wear that color. That's a manipulation and a bullying tactic to make you feel less than. Bullies make people feel less than, because they suffering with shit at home. They always say they bully people because their home ain't right. We know all black homes ain't right, because we know what about them. They didn't have fathers and don't have fathers, whether y'all believe it or not. Whether y'all think it's connected or not. Because there was no man in the household to validate a black woman's beauty. So we had to validate each other's beauty, which we didn't. Or if we validated, it was in a shady way. Or nasty nice, which you all call the other things y'all do. No, it's really just nasty and hateful, really. And you're haters and you're hateful. Really. That's the tea, girl. So while y'all doing bullying, we'll be here all month, and I'll be glad to have you all if you want to join us. And at the end of the month, we'll collect all the videos and we'll make a playlist. So thank you, ladies, for voting. Because we just did Black Women Sisterhood, which was a joy to my fucking soul. So I'll see you next time. Stay innovative and creative, and I will see you later.